So, I just figured I'd just do an update. Things are not moving as smoothly forward with Aflac as I would like. Um, we're now at almost 6 weeks since my surgery, and they have still not allowed my claims for hospitalization and short-term disability to go through, because they're saying that the diagnosis was made in the first 30 days of my coverage. They think that I'm trying to get coverage for the congenital pseudoarthrosis, and I informed them I was born with that diagnosis. So I have my file from Shriners, and so I have to send that into them, showing that I was under them from, childhood to 18. So I got to send them that, because they don't believe me that congenital pseudoarthrosis wasn't diagnosed as a child. And it's like I've been telling them, I'm not filing for that. I'm filing for the amputation, which did not occur until September 6th. They are not listening to me, so technically I'm filing on an amputation. That diagnosis did not happen until September 6th, when the leg was cut off. But they're not listening, so I am beyond frustrated. I'll call them, they'll say, okay, we're going to send this. I'll call them, 72 hours later, like they say, and they'll be like, oh, well, you've been denied. And I'm like, well, what happened to what you were supposed to send? And that's just constantly up in the air. So, if you have to go through with something like this, and you have to deal with a company like Aflac, I would encourage you to really stay on top of everything, read the rules, read the regulations, and understand the policies and procedures completely through. My other issue is that when I was sold the policy, the person who sold it to me told me if I never needed anything to contact her. I contacted her 2 weeks before my surgery. I then contacted her a week after my surgery. We are now almost 6 weeks past my surgery, and she has still not called me or spoke to me. She's right here in my town. She could have helped me with the paperwork. I'm housebound. I can't drive myself anywhere right now. So for her to just blatantly disregard my phone calls, it has been, just the most horrible experience of my entire life, to have to try to do all this. And especially like the first 2 weeks after surgery, I was so foggy, and I was sleeping so much, and I was having such a hard time with the paperwork. I could barely do a page before I drifted off to sleep. So that's really been just a huge disappointment for me, because Aflac is such a wonderful company, and then for them to screw me around like this, I've just been... So basically, I have, if things don't turn around soon, I'm going to have to go back to work, and, I'm not ready to be cleared yet, so that's going to be an issue in itself. It's been very disappointing, is all I can say, especially with a company like Aflac, with the reputation that they have, to do this to someone who really needs them to help them, and to disregard their phone calls, and to not be able to get anything, ducks in a row anywhere. It's just been like, wow, a huge disappointment. Pain medication's going really well. I only take 1 or 2 tramadol a day now. I am going to get a video of me walking on the walker. It's not a pretty sight, because I am larger, and that's why I don't use crutches. But I have lost 30 pounds, and I continue to have issues with eating. If I eat too much, I get very, very sick. So my stomach's just shrunk a lot since the surgery. And it's been good though, because the weight loss. So I'm really trying, the main thing I try to do is I try to push the fluids. I drink a lot of water, and you know, when I do eat, I try to eat like something with a lot of calories in it because I know that I'm not going to eat again. Um, Basically, I'm up to maybe half a cup of food now. And it was where I was trying to eat like a piece of fruit here and like a handful of crackers here, you know, just something throughout the day. It's getting to where I can only eat once or twice a day and I'm done. And I just can't do it. So the eating thing is a bit of an issue, but you know, at the same time, with as large as I am and with an amputation now, it's a good thing. When I do my video feed for walking on the walker, I'm also going to show the stub and how it's looking. It's a little dry and grody right now, but it's actually looking really, really good, and I'm very happy with the progress I've made. I cannot say enough thank you to Dr. Walling, my surgeon, and Dr. Woods, his fellowship partner. They have been so wonderful to me, and the Florida Orthopedic Institute, it's like nobody else would touch my case. I mean, I got rejected by Shands Hospital in Gainesville. They turned my case down. So nobody, it took me 10 years to find a doctor. Nobody would touch my case. And then I found this place and these gentlemen, and you know, they have just been so phenomenal, and they have given me a new outlook on life. Some days are hard, but we're getting past that. So I will post a video feed later of like my mobility stuff, and hopefully something will come through with Aflac. If not, I'll be returning to work. So, you know, not really a bad thing, but you know, it is a lot more stress with the job. So hopefully I can handle it. I will talk to you guys later.